Hey guys, Alex here, back again doing another review. Tonight I'm doing ECW The One Night Stand from 2005. This was the original ECW tribute show before WWE decided to fuck it up and everyone else decided to do a fucking ECW tribute show. So this is the original and the best tribute show. So I'm gonna get to it. First match was Lance Storm versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho coming out rocking the Lionheart gear, which was kind of cool. Very, very good technical wrestling match. These two guys, great chemistry. Crowd really liked it. Really a shame these two never had a better feud in like WWE. I mean, WWE had both these guys, so should have used them. But really, really fun match. Kind of short, maybe 10 minutes long, maybe less. I don't know. Finish was kind of cool because Justin Credible showed up and interfered, and the Impact players and everything. But you know, I think they could have done without it. But you know, crowd seemed to like the Impact players reuniting for one last time, so whatever, I guess it's alright. I'll give it 3 1/4 though. Good match, great way to start. Then we had a three-way dance between Tajiri, Little Guido, and Super Crazy. Tajiri came out with Sinister Minister and Mikey Whipwreck, and Little Guido came out with the FBI. Really fast-paced, a lot of fun. Some really cool high spots, including Super Crazy doing a moonsault off the balcony into the FBI, which is really, really cool and really insane. The crowd popped crazy for that. Again, really short match. I mean, barely 7 minutes long, and the interference was from Mikey Whipwreck and the FBI was fun, and you know, crowd was into it, but it was a little distracting. Just kind of took away from the match. You know, I preferred if they did they could have just done like a 6-man match or something instead. And there was one little botch at the end, it just looked like a miscommunication between Tajiri and Super Crazy, which you know, it happens. Nothing that ruined the match. I'll give it 2 3/4. It's been a little bit longer. I'm gonna give it 3. Then we had Psicosis versus Rey Misterio. Slow to start here, you know, but it picked up a lot. Crowd was kind of hating on it because they weren't doing high flying match moves. They were doing wrestling and not high flying. So as soon as they started picking up the action, crowd got a lot more into it. Some crazy spots like Psicosis doing a guillotine leg drop to Rey, when he was on the guardrail, was awesome to see. Rey doing a springboard senton onto Psicosis in the crowd. That was insane. You know, really, really cool stuff. Good showing between these two guys. Again, kind of on the short side. I think they could have gone longer, but whatever. I think that's mainly the problem with most of these matches, except for the main events. But yeah, good match, 3 stars. During this we had, and then throughout the night we had I think the SmackDown guy showed up first, and then we had RVD come out and cut a very good promo, probably the best promo RVD's ever cut that I've seen anyway. You know, really heartfelt. Rhyno came out, attacked him, and then it's led to Sabu coming out and facing Rhyno in an impromptu match. Fun matchup, really short, but you know, for what was there, was really good. And both guys got their shit in, did the spots that the crowd wanted to see. Crowd was eating this up, you know. So I'll give it 3 stars for that, just for the fun they had. And I'll include this with the RVD promo, I guess, too. So, but yeah, this was cool. Then we had Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Benoit. This was a very, very good match. Really hard-hitting match between the two guys. Great wrestling, great technical stuff. You know, a lot of fun. Kind of a dream matchup. I can't remember when WWE did another Benoit Eddie match. You know, especially after WrestleMania 20. I'm surprised that they didn't put this as a main event on a pay-per-view or something. This could have been a really big money-drawing event. But whatever. Crowd was a little out of it because they were chanting at I think at this point the Raw guys had shown up, so they're chanting at those guys and saying "fuck you" to them. So that took away from the match a little bit, but they got more into it as the match went on, and by the end they were fully just watching the match. So that was my only complaint about the match. Good match though, 3 1/2. And then we had probably one of the matches tonight. I'm not sure if this one or the main event. Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. This was just insane from start to finish. I mean, these guys, Mike Awesome, I know from. I think a lot of you guys know who he is for working WCW, WWE, and ECW. But Masato Tanaka I never really heard of, and so for a guy who, 2 guys who were kind of unknown dudes, never really got the big chance. They really brought the house down. I mean, the fans were just into this the whole time. Really, really brutal spots. You know, lots of tables, lots of chairs, lots of holy shit moments. I mean, talk about 2 guys that had nothing to lose and were going out there to steal the show, and they did a very damn good job of it too. I cannot recommend this match high enough. I mean, this is probably the match. If you don't see any match on this card besides one, see this match. I mean, this match was great, and just show what two guys can do when you give them a chance. 4 stars. Great match. Then we had Paul Heyman come out, do a promo, really great promo, a nice little shoot promo on guys like JBL, Bischoff, and Edge. They kind of shot on. Then we had the main event, which is Dudley Boyz versus Tommy Dreamer and Sandman. One complaint I got about this DVD is that they didn't, they cut out Sandman's entrance, which was originally, like, at the live show was Enter the Sandman, but then instead on the DVD they had, like, some ripped off version, so that kind of sucked. But if you can just Google it or YouTube it or whatever, it's really worth watching. It's a lot of fun. It's a really cool entrance. But this match was insane. Before it even started, though, the Blue World Order came out, started attacking everyone. Then Kid Cash came out, did one big spot. The chair swinging freaks, Balls Mahoney and Axel Rotten came out, and just, you know, a lot of crazy stuff. And then the next match got going, pretty insane. You know, really was just the hardcore, holy shit matches that, you know, the fans kind of expected near the end. And crowd was really into it. There were some cool spots too. You know, really beat the hell out of each other. You know, too many spots to name. Impact players had a run-in. Francine, Bill McGillicuddy, Spike Dudley. You know, just overbooked to hell. But you know, the fans were into it the whole time, so I don't think it hurt at all. You know, and they were popping for all the guys coming out, so it was good. Probably, you know, definitely the second best match of the night, if not the best, depending on what you like more. If you like Mike Awesome, Tanaka more, or this one, whatever. I give the Sabre Needle 4 stars. Great match. Afterwards, they had the whole thing with Stone Cold coming out, putting over the guys, and then challenging the SmackDown and Raw guys to a brawl, which ended, you know, with ECW coming on top and celebrating. So cool. I give this whole show a 9. I mean, this is really is a DVD that has to be, or at least a show that needs to be seen by everyone, just because this really is like ECW from top to bottom. I mean, you had a great high-flying match, you had a great luchador high-flying match, great technical, hard-hitting match, and then you just had your holy shit, you know, hardcore matches. So they had a little bit of everything that made ECW what it is. Highly recommend it if you can find it. If not, you can probably find most of the matches on YouTube these days. That's it for now, guys. Take care. Bye.